Say, friends, wherever you are tonight, whether you're in the snows of New England or up in the Northwest or on the warm tropical beaches of the Florida coast, I really hope that you're getting into the spirit of this Christmas sing. I don't mean just sitting back in your easy chair listening to us have all the fun. I mean throwing back your heads, opening up your hearts, singing as loud or as pretty as you know how. Gang singing is a lot more fun than you'll ever know unless you give it a whirl sometime. So come on now, join me in the first Noel. You don't know the words? Well, hum a little, tap your feet, or gee whiz, do something. You ready? The first Noel, the angel did say, was to certain poor shepherds in fields as they lay.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Christmas week. Welcome to Main Street Fire Rescue. We are in service for the day. I put in a few extra tones this morning, meaning we're going to need a couple extra alarms for assistance for this vlog today. We're going to start out with some breakfast here at the Contemporary, one of the greatest resorts on property, and then I'm going to walk over to Magic Kingdom. As we say in firefighting, we're kicking the door and then we're making entry. We're going in to slay the dragon today. I'm going to show you all what this is like. For any of you that decide that you've made the sound decision to come here on Christmas, you're going to get a chance to see what it's really like. Just as a quick example of how crowded it is this morning, just for the hell of it, and I thought, well, if it works, it works, no big deal. But I tried to get a Tron reservation because that's the only way you can ride it, or you can buy it for 20 bucks a person right now. 0.8 of a second and all of the virtual queues were gone. 0.8 of a second. There's about 400,000 extra people here this week. So basically you have about 100,000 people vying for a select amount of slots. That's why. So I decided we're going to go inside today in Magic Kingdom, and I'm going to let you decide whether or not this is worth it. As a local, it's not too terrible because we can come and go as we please, but for people that are here on vacation, especially this week, tens of thousands of dollars are on the line. And you know, that's why people get stressed and they get worried. Well, what if I don't get to do this, or I don't get to do that, and there's a limited amount of time. So the question is it worth it to come this time of year? One, because of the cost, but two, because of the crowds. This is not a tip or trick vlog. This is not anything else other than just basically entertainment, and show you around and show you exactly what it's like during this time of year. And the other thing we need to put to basically put some into it. There are no tips and tricks this week. I keep seeing people all the time, I need tips, I need tricks. There are none. When you have 400,000 people in one place, you can't do much, but just kind of hang on and try to have the best time possible. Oh, it's one of the greatest views ever right here. People already, it's almost 8:30. People are already getting ready to pile on buses to go to their theme park of the day. Also, make it known, Genie Plus is at $39 plus tax today. That went up about a week ago. I'm going to tell you why it's a junk service right now and it's not worth it in a little bit. But at the price they're charging, you have to ride almost 20 rides to make it worth it, if you break it down into dollars and for the time you're spending. Welcome to the Contemporary on Christmas week. It's crazy. I did this just last year on Christmas Day. So basically, I'm going to do what I did last year. Is I'm going to have lunch or breakfast at Steakhouse 7-1, and then I'm going to take a walk over to the resort or the theme park, and then come back here and do a resort tour. So in keeping tradition with last year, right here, Walt's prime rib, man. You can't beat it. The only thing I would say other than that would be the steak and eggs. For all of you trying to do the marathon days of parks all day, you need this.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
All right, before I drink the coffee to feel better, I got to show you something. Okay, while I'm waiting, I thought I would bring this up. Keep in mind, we're dealing with real time today, so 8:38 in the morning. Magic Kingdom, Genie Plus, it says purchase today to save time waiting in line. So we hit that, right? Now, unfortunately, people breeze right through this and hit Get Genie Plus service, but what they fail to realize is right here. On average, guests can enter 2 to 3 attractions experiences per day using this. So you're paying for this for on average of 2 to 3. Now, on normal days, which is during the year, you can vastly do more than that. But this time of year, that's about what you're going to get. And I want to show you all something. It's 8:30 in the morning. So if we go to push Get Genie Plus, so let's say we had a park hopper today. Oh, completely sold out. Completely sold out at 8:30 this morning. The only things you can do are the individual parks. The Magic Kingdom is $39, Epcot's $32, Animal Kingdom's $29. The multiple parks experiences is also $39. That went up, like I said earlier. At this price, you're going to need to be riding about 15 to 20 rides. And I'm going to show you why that's not possible during this time of year. Also, the fact that this is sold out by pretty much 20 minutes to 9 tells me that probably by New Year's Day, we're going to see another increase. The thing is people complain about this, but what do? They buy it and sell it out. And then you keep bitching about high prices. Why do you think that prices are going up? This also gives you an idea of just how many people are here. It's nuts. And again, this is where we're going to discuss is whether or not this kind of money this week is worth it. Because not only between your park tickets and your hotel, now you got to add this. If you want to have any type of a decent day, well, I shouldn't even say that. You're going to maybe get the advantage on 2 or 3 attractions today for an extra $40. In these 2 parks, it's not even worth it because there's not enough attractions to make that kind of money worth it. All right, there it is, y'all. Breakfast of Champions. Perfect for a park day. As I said, if you're here and you're going to be doing parks most of the day, you need this. You don't need sugar. You don't need sweets. This is what you need. And not just for you, but for your kids. I didn't get a chance to show it, but this would have been, when I cut that egg, that would have been a moment that would have made Gordon Ramsay or Joe Bastianich or any one of the other judges on MasterChef or even Gordon Ramsay on Hell's Kitchen very proud. And cut that egg, that thing just ran all over the place, just as it's supposed to. So, all right, we're going to eat this, and then I'll show you the aftermath. That was fantastic. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Walt's hash, man. You can't beat it. It's the best of all worlds, you know. We're off to Magic Kingdom. We're going to slay the dragon today. Oh, it's going to be fun. Like I pointed out in the restaurant, if you read the very, very fine print, it says, guests booking Lightning Lane / Genie Plus may experience on average of 2 to 3 attractions, which is a really shitty service. I'm sorry, but anything that... Now, if it was the $15 still, okay, maybe. But at $40, if for $40 a person, all you can guarantee somebody is 2 to 3 attractions, that's a shitty service. That's awful. At this point, you're literally just pickpocketing people and just stealing their hard-earned money. But if they're sucker enough to pay for it, then that's on them too. And the problem is people don't read. They do all of this. Oh, I'm armed with research from watching Ear Scouts or whatever the hell these, where they come on some random day in the middle of November and they ride like 25 rides. Like, see how easy it is? And then they show up during this time of year and get on 2 rides and they're like, what the WTF? So yeah, it's all about optics and realities. That's why I'm doing this week. One other thing, one good tip I can give you all, if you are staying, especially at Contemporary back there, if you take the monorail, you have to make the whole loop all the way around. So many people get confused because they get on that thing and like, we're going away from the resort, and they think they're on the wrong monorail. They don't realize they have to make the whole loop. It's much easier to walk and then take the monorail back.
Hi there, bio please. Can I scan the ticket you just did? No purple vision, I have the code on.
Welcome to Chaos. It's your vacation. We're going on the Death March today. It's the Magic Kingdom Death March. Oh yeah, beautiful. Now that's a view right there. We're gonna do the Epcot Death March on New Year's Eve. All right, everybody, welcome to Magic Kingdom. We're still a little early. The crowds aren't quite here yet. They will be. But we're just gonna spend some time walking around and just having some fun today. And again, give you all a first-person perspective, and I'm gonna give you the comments as they come. That's not scripted or anything. I'm just gonna talk as I see it. I just saw a horse's ass. Oh yeah, kids crying already. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. And it feels like it did last year. It's like 48 degrees this morning. All the water parks are closed for the next like 4 or 5 days because of temperatures. Hotel pools should still be open, but if it does get, like at night, we're talking like 38, 39, the hotel pools might close. So if you are here this week and want to do some swimming, middle afternoon when it hits the 60s is probably your best bet. So Buzz Lightyear says 40 minutes. 40 minutes is probably not very accurate because you have a lot of interior queue space and this line spills way, way outside. But you know what we can do? There is no line. This thing that moves the people, we can do that. That we can do. Yeah, it's not too terrible yet. The rides like Space Mountain and Seven Dwarfs are getting to be almost to the intolerable level. But we'll get to see Space Mountain Christmas when we go through there. Check this out, we got a front car. Heck yeah. This is going to be awesome.
For your safety, remain seated at all times.
This is how you ride People Mover right here.
Arms, feet, legs, and other appendages inside your car. And please supervise younger beings.
And away we go.
This is the TTA Blue Line. Non-stop service around tomorrow.
Oh man, the Space Mountain line looks really bad.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard
Oh
the People
God.
Mover, presented by Enterprise. I'm Borak 5.
We'll go by there in a little bit on the People Mover.
The absolute best way to see Tomorrowland. And my stars, is there ever lots to see? From spacecraft to monster labs. There's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
Now approaching Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Light Cycle Run.
I love a good circuit. And these are two of the best tracks of the cosmos for
The,
a bit of light, speedy competition.
Christmas decorations at night on this look awesome. And you can sometimes, if you're in the right spot, hear the Christmas music playing. Oh, there it is. Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Wizards in Winter.
Attention all visitors from Galaxy M31. Please keep forward-facing tentacles clear of oncoming vehicles. Thank you.
get to see Space Mountain Christmas time.
This is Starport 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Mountain. Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destinations.
This is so cool.
Let relaxation wash over you at the most refreshing retreat in the galaxy, the coral moons of Pisces 7. You H2O it to yourself. Book today.
That's so badass.
Paging Mr. Morrow. Mr. Tom Morrow. Please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
No way is that Buzz Light. That's not 40 minutes. No. Norfolkin way.
Calling all space raiders. Report to your star cruiser and join me on this daring space mission against evil Emperor Zurg.
Affirmative. We're on it, Buzz. You can count on us.
Now approaching Monsters Incorporated laugh floor.
Mike Wazowski has brought in some real monsters of comedy. Whether you have one eye or nine, take the time to see this show.
There's literally nobody in line. I'm gonna see if they'll let us do a second ride around. Usually when there's no line, sometimes they'll accommodate that. So you gotta go around the horn. Some cast members will let you, some won't. That's all good. They're just doing their job. Just from one people mover ride to the next. Look how much that line's grown already. All right, trip number 2. You could seriously take a nap on this. Honestly. This is so relaxing.
The next station is Tomorrowland Urban Planning and Star Traders. Transfer to green and red lines.
Don't worry, your express train keeps on rolling through the future. Right by 2 of my favorite spots.
Oh my gosh. Look at the line for the Speedway. It goes all the way out to the freaking teacups.
Now approaching
Whoa.
Tomorrowland Speedway.
Here we go. We're going to do Space Mountain Christmas. Take 2. So cool. That's so cool. Look at the line. Wow, that's bad.
Approaching Monsters Incorporated laugh floor.
Oh my gosh. The hub is so crowded.
Or 9, take the time to see this show.
But if you ever wanted to know what the Disney parks look like when Genie Plus sells out for the entire day and all of the tickets sell out for the entire day, this is what it looks like.
Thanks for riding with us. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard.
So in case you have a point in time where you get really, really drunk or do a lot of drugs or something and decide that Christmas is the absolute best time of year to come here, this will help you make an informed decision. Hey, informed consent. I'm a big fan of it. Side note, I don't condone the use of drugs or alcohol. But when you're dealing with this, exceptions can be made. Well, I got my 2 rides in just in time. It's amazing what 10 or 15 minutes will make on a week like this. I mean, really, 45 minutes? Like, look at this. Look at this. Wow. Oh, there's people already fighting, and it's 10:09 a.m. Heck yeah. So the park has been open 2 hours. 2 out of, it's going to be open a total of 16 hours today. See, they got this at 30 minutes. There's no fucking way that's 30 minutes. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. This is the freaking teacups.
Nope.
The teacups.
Nope.
Look at that. That's insane. Well, there's only one thing to do. Let's go take a look at the 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. Oi. So this is arguably the most popular ride out here. This is 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. And I think right here, yep, I found the end of 7 Dwarfs Mine Train. 120 minutes. So if you start your day here, it'll be noon before you get off. And that's assuming there's no hiccups. My gosh. Look at this.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
That's about what somebody would say. You want to ride 7 Dwarfs Mine Train? Holy smokes. You literally, and I'm not joking when I say this, if you were lucky enough to get Genie Plus today, like I said, you're going to get about 2 to 3 rides out of it for 40 bucks. And then the rest of it is all standby. So basically today, if you play your cards right, 5-6 rides. And that's if you don't take any breaks, because realistically most wait times are, for all the main attractions, are in the 2-hour range. Flight of Passage this morning, after an hour after Animal Kingdom opened, hit the 5-hour mark. So that means people that got in line at 5 or 8 a.m. when they get off Flight of Passage, it'll be 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And you can tell there's a lot of first timers here, because like these people are trying to get breakfast. They're standing right in front of the mobile order sign. Literally, mobile order, man. Like so many people stand in unnecessary lines for dinner and snack food. All right, keeping up with Christmas traditions. That's cool. All right, y'all, I need some help here. So what's ahead of me? This is Splash Mountain 2.0 up ahead. I'm really struggling with this. Now, unless they're going to... It looks like the Rainforest Cafe. They took all the character away from it. They just covered it with leaves and flowers. So they're taking the scaffolding down, so that means they're about done. I mean, there's a shit ton of greenery. But am I wrong thinking this looks like a Rainforest Cafe? Like, I'm just trying to figure out how this ties into... Look around. We're in the frontier. We're in the frontier. This does not look like anything that remotely resembles anything around it. This just looks like it just sticks out like a sore thumb, because right there you have still the old Splash Mountain facades. On that side you have the Splash Mountain facade, and then here you have all of this greenery. I mean, it looks really nice, but it doesn't fit at all. I was trying to figure out what line was forming next to me. Yeah, this is the line to ride Big Thunder Mountain. Oh my God. I was like, what is this line? And then I looked and went, oh dear God. Holy shit. 90 minutes. That's a 9 and a 0. All right, this is what I'm talking about. You've got everything New Orleans, right? New Orleans type theming. Big Thunder Mountain, Frontierland, and Tom Sawyer Island. Am I the only one that finds that a bit odd? That you're supposed to be in the frontier, but yet we're in a bayou. Welcome to your vacation. By the way, today is $189 plus tax. If you do Park Hopper, it's about $254. At Lightning Lane, Genie Plus sold out at 8:30 this morning. All right, as we spill into Adventureland, let's see what else we got going on. Let's see where Pirates is at. Let's see, 10:30, so park's been open 2.5 hours now. So they got it listed as 45 minutes, but yet the line is clear outside with every single turnstile filled up. Realistically, Disney has a really bad habit of undercutting wait times. Sometimes when the parks aren't that busy, they'll overstate them to try to sell Genie. But like right now, line starts there. Holy smokes. That's probably, if you were to get in line and time it, it's probably about an hour and a half from there. Oh, this one here. We want to ride Jingle Cruise. Our day is going to start right here. I'll show you where this goes. Right here. This to my right. This is the line for the Jingle Cruise. You going that way? Oh dear Lord. 70 minutes? No. Put a 1 in front of that. 170. Holy shit. The Lightning Lane is clear outside. I mean, you all see what I'm saying. When you come here during this time of year, you have to pick a couple of attractions, like 3, 4, 5, and just do those, because realistically, with that kind of a wait, that's all you're going to get in today, and that's if you stay all day and don't take any breaks. And again, at $200 a ticket, the house wins every time. And I just am amazed at how many people just freely do this. I think it's a combination of some people, they just show up and they're like, hey man, it is what it is. We're gonna just make the best of our trip, which is the right attitude. And then there's others that are coming here for the first time that have never done any of this, and all they got is they're armed with their YouTube videos and their Facebook tips and tricks advice, and by God, they're going to conquer the world. And then they run head on into this, and then they're like, oh dear God, what happened? It's like Mike Tyson said, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. And the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse is a cool attraction, but it's a queue to nowhere. Like, they could easily play Ozzy Osbourne's song, The Road to Nowhere Leads Through Me, at the beginning of that. It's a cool attraction, but it's one that you should do when it's not crowded and you literally can just enjoy your time walking through there and not be rushed. So you have to do some backtracking. You have to go back into the belly of the beast again. Actually, you can take a little shortcut here, but I just realized I want to buy a New Year's pin this year, because last year I bought the Christmas Day pin because I spent Christmas Day here at the Magic Kingdom. So this year I'll be here on New Year's, so I'm going to spend New Year's Eve and maybe some of New Year's Day here, so I need to get a New Year's pin. So if you want to go from Adventureland into the Frontier, basically there's a cut through right by the Pineapple and Dole Whip stand. And I'll put you out right in front of Country Bear Jamboree. So I'm glad I stopped in here. They do have it. This is what it looks like this year. That is a cool pin. So I'll be able to put that one with my Christmas Day pin. Starting to see a lot of Tennessee Vols apparel here. Tennessee's playing Iowa on New Year's Day here at the Citrus Bowl down near downtown Orlando. I will be there cheering on the Vols, Vol Nation. I did not go to school at Tennessee. Obviously, from my vlog last year, I am a Purdue graduate and diehard Boilermaker through and through. However, I do like Tennessee. I follow them. I cheer for them. The only time I don't cheer for them is when they play Purdue. Then I put on the black and gold and put away the orange and white. But I will be there with some Tennessee gear on if I can find some. And let's go Vol Nation. We got to beat Iowa. Iowa's the absolute worst 10-3 team in college football history. They really are. Dude, look up the stats on them. It's no joke. Once the crowds settle down, we'll have to do a vlog of Hall of Presidents so I can go see there my main man, number 45, Donald J. Trump. Everybody says the same thing if you ask them, well, why don't you like Donald Trump? They, oh, a number of reasons. Well, give me one. There's just too many to list. Got it. What's sad about the whole thing is if when he got elected, everybody would have said Donald Trump's going to be the greatest president in the history of the United States. Everybody would have been like, yeah, President Trump, he's the greatest ever. It's just amazing. Like, whatever the media says, people do. It's incredible. All right, let's go see what else we can get our hands on today. Man, y'all, look at this. This is somewhat of a line to get your photo taken in front of the castle right here. As I said, if you're going to come here during Christmas week, it's a series of lines. It's all you do all week. If you're good with that, then you'll be fine. All right, next plan. I think we're going to go through, make a loop through Tomorrowland, and then going to go back to the Contemporary and take a little stroll. I think that's the plan right now. Yet again, signs that it's time to turn around and go the other way. When Monsters Incorporated Laugh Floor starts getting a queue. Oh, and this is Buzz Lightyear. Check this out. This makes what we saw earlier look like nothing. And the thing is Lightning Lane doesn't do you any good today because they sell out. I'm gonna get over here where there's a little break in the crowd and go over what's available today for your $40 if you were lucky enough to get one. I was trying to figure out what this line is. There's another one. That's the other thing you'll notice this Christmas week. You just start seeing lines form out of nowhere. I thought this was for coffee. And, no wait, I'm sorry. This is the coffee line.
Ethan!
That's for coffee. I thought that was Space Mountain. Space Mountain is over this way. Space Mountain standby starts right where that cast member's holding that sign right here. So keep in mind, if you've never ridden this, you don't get into Space Mountain until you get way back there. It's about a quarter of a mile of queue before you get to the actual ride building. So 90 minutes is probably sugarcoating the wait time a little bit. All right, so basically here was where we're at. If we do this, if we see if we can do a Genie today, if we wanted to buy one, skip past the part where it says you might get 2 to 3 rides. So we could do a Magic Kingdom only or an Epcot only. The multiple parks, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom are all sold out. People, if you're spending $30 plus tax for Animal Kingdom, you're wasting your money. There's not enough attractions for that. So let's just say we bought that. What can we do with it right now? The Asshole Orbiter is 50 minutes. That does not have a lightning lane. Barnstormer is 45 minutes. So you could book that for $12.30. So let's just say we wanted to do that. Or no, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad is 90 minutes. Let's say that's going to be our first lightning lane. It's not till 6 o'clock, 5:55. If I hit book experience, I can't make another one until 1 o'clock in the afternoon, okay? The only chance, even with this one, let's say we want to do Barnstormer at 12:25, I have to wait till I ride this to book another one, or it's 2 hours. Buzz Lightyear, we could book one for 1:15, but again, you can't book for 2 hours. Dumbo would be maybe, because you could do that and ride at 11:30, and then you could book another one. So the way you make a second lightning lane is you have to ride the current ride and scan your Magic Band, or 2 hours has to pass. So like Enchanted Tales with Belle at 2:20, doesn't work. Haunted Mansion not till 4 o'clock. So let's just say we wanted to do any one of these. Small World, so basically we could do Dumbo and it's a Small World. But again though, the wait times are 45 minutes respectively. You're gonna wait longer, you're gonna wait the same amount of time as the lightning lane, so it's 50 minutes from now. So you're not saving any time. Same with the Jingle Cruise, that one's not till 7:20 tonight. So again, if you book that now, you can't make another one till 1 p.m. and at 1 o'clock there's gonna be nothing left. Magic Carpets of Aladdin, same, 50 minutes, so it's 11:50. Or it's a 40-minute wait time, not coming out ahead at all. Winnie the Pooh, 12:55, another 1 o'clock. Or you just wait the 50 minutes right now. You all see where I'm going with this and why it's such a waste of money on times like this? You're literally throwing money out the window. Peter Pan's Flight, 80 minutes, or 9 p.m. That's 9 p.m. That's 10 hours from now. Pirates, not till 1:30, or an hour wait. An hour from now it'll be noon. So again, you're gonna do walk around till 1:25, so you can just say you skip part of the line. There's still a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train available, which is crazy, at 11 o'clock. But again, that one you have to spend extra money on. That's not included in the package. So you have to buy that for an extra 12 bucks a person, on top of the $40 per person you're already spending. Space Mountain is another one, 90 minutes, $2.15. So 90 minutes from now is 1:30, or are you going to ride it at 2:15 and skip part of the line? Tomorrowland Speedway is 30 minutes, or 12:05. Again, if you get in line now, you're going to ride at 11:30, if that's accurate. There isn't one for TTA. Tron, nothing's available. That's sold out instantly. You can try a virtual queue at 1 p.m. Under the Sea with Little Mermaid, 11:30 lightning lane, or a 30-minute standby. Again, you're splitting hairs. So that's what I'm talking about. That's why when it's busy, the lightning lane is a waste of money. You're better off just picking out the attractions you want to ride, and basically make a list of somewhere between 4 and 5. Actually, make a list of 4, and then you got to cut it in half. And then whatever time is left, ride the ride, whatever ride you want to do left. But make 4. Like, let's say you're at Magic Kingdom today, pick out 4 rides, and of those 4, pick out the 2 of the 4 that are the absolute most important. Go do those, and whatever time is left, take on the other 2. And then if there's time left after that, pick out 2 rides, cut it in half, and then do one, and then do the other one. If that makes sense? Because the trouble is all of these people, like, look at this. This is Space Mountain right now. All of these people, like Ear Scouts and all the rest of them, I'm sure they're nice people, but their advice is, while it's decent, it's not good advice for this time of year. You cannot do that for this time of year. And the other thing that they leave out is when they're doing all of these searches and the lightning lane carousel, whatever they call it, playing basically like spinning a slot machine, they're doing that for just themselves. They're not doing that for a family of 4 or 5. That's what people fail to realize. Yeah, it's much easier to grab a lightning lane when it's just you versus having a family of 4 or more. We got a little Mannheim Steamroller playing on the Speedway. This looks really cool at night with the Christmas decorations. In fact, if you're going to wait in line for this, wait in line at night. Much better. Because not only do you have the Christmas music, but you got the lights. And while we're at it, let's just go see. Let's go see what Tron's looking like. So keep in mind, Tron is a virtual queue only, meaning what I tried to do this morning is grab a time, 0.8 of a second, the times are gone. So there'll be another one at 1 p.m. But to make that one, you have to be in the park. And I'm not going to make one because this is just, if you don't get in boarding groups 1 through 15, basically those are the first groups to get in for the day. Then it goes after that. Then they go like 1 or 2 at a time every 15 or 20 minutes. If you don't get in groups 1 to 15, you're going to spend a large part of your day waiting, because they really, really, really give advantage to the lightning lanes on this, because this one's another one like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. This is a $20 per person add-on. So an extra $20 a person for a ride that's 1 minute and 10 seconds. Is it a good ride? Hell yeah, it is. Is it worth $20 extra a person? I'll let you judge that one. So for 5 people, that's $100 extra on top of the $200 plus that you would spend on Genie Plus. So that's an extra $300 bill for the day. This right here is where the virtual queue starts. This runs relatively quick most times of the year, but during this time of year and spring break and that, this is what you can expect. So the virtual queue just means you're going to get a spot in this line. Where these people are waiting from, this is probably about 2.5 hours, if not close to 3 hours from out here. Because you have all of this, these switchbacks, and then you have what's up ahead, which is even more switchbacks. And then once you get past the short pre-show, there's another set of switchbacks right by the lockers. And then this line to my left is Lightning Lane. This is the pay-to-play line, and that one's even switchback. So this line's going to get this line's going to get the go-ahead long before this side will. And they are doing groups right now at 41 to 49. And in a few minutes, it'll be like 42 to 51 or 52. So and you have to make sure that you do not miss your time, because if you clock in late, you will lose your time. And there's no exceptions this week. When there's this many people here like this, Disney's like, yeah, you didn't get in time, sorry about you. And then all of these cast members you see with the plaid and the navy blue, those are your private tours. I'll talk about that in a minute. So the cast members, like this gentleman here, everybody, anytime you see one in the plaid with the really fancy D pin with the castle in it, in the middle of the D, those are your private tours. There's another one. These are this week I think it's $1,100 per hour, minimum of 7 hours. And for all of you with your calculators and mental math, I'll let you do that math. Oh, and by the way, that does not include your park tickets. Does not include park tickets. There's the new Space Mountain line. There was a private tour in the gift shop, and the cast member was waiting for the family to come out of the exit area, and she says, "Is there anything else you guys would like to do while we're here?" And the little boy goes, "Let's shop." And she goes, "Shop? We got to move." And I was like, "Yeah, time is money, man. $1,100 an hour." This is all the Space Mountain line. Oh my God. Welcome to your vacation. They don't even have a wait time on the sign. You know it's bad when they don't have a wait time on it. And just, if you think this is bad, wait till New Year's Eve. Again, people freely choose to do this. I don't know. What, the million-dollar question of the day. Would you, watching this, after seeing what you've seen so far, if you've seen enough to make an informed decision, would you do this? No judgment either way. There's so many people, like just the looks on their faces, they literally look like, oh my gosh, what did I get into? Normally I cut through the gift shops. I can't even get into the gift shops. They literally, I would need to bring a shoehorn and a stick of butter with me. You can't even walk in these gift shops. I do like the Mickey's Christmas Carol windows. These remind me of Marshall Fields and Carson Perry Scott in downtown Chicago. The stores are still there, but they're just under different names. But yeah, these are great. This is the best one right here. Let me see what time it is. I think what's crazy is we're not even at midday. We're not even close yet. We're at, what time? 11:30. 11:30 and it's, yeah, people fighting. Look at this. This is just for a photo. It is, though, fun fact, it's like one of the most photographed spots in the world. Look at that. The other thing too is these people that are getting these photos, that's another $200+. That's for the memory maker. All right, y'all. Let's walk back, huh? I can only imagine what that oh yeah, it's hard to see through the camera, but like those cars are so packed, people are like pressed against the glass almost. Well, there you have it, everybody. That was a couple hours at Magic Kingdom on December 29th. I don't know, what do you think? This is one of the greatest reveals on property right here. As you walk through the trees, and there's the Contemporary. And even this, you're talking over $1,000 a night here. Oh, and the Disney Vacation Club, don't get me started on that. That's gaslighting at its finest. There's people swear that they're getting out ahead on that. No, I'll break that down too. Well, this is the Hollywood Studios line. Holy shit. All right, back in the Contemporary. Let's still take a look upstairs here, shall we? Man, you freaking brat. Freaking brat. I don't understand it. These freaking kids, man. They're nothing but brats. This kid literally, I'm obviously not going to show it on camera, but walked right past me, and they came out of the gift shop. The kid must not have gotten something she wanted, and she literally, I got to just calm down a minute. This kid is falling behind her mother. They come out of the gift shop, and the kid reaches her hand back and punches her mother right in the waist. And the mother just kept on walking. I'm gonna tell you something, if I were to do something like that at that age, this trip would have been over, done. In fact, the way I would have gotten back home was flying, but not on an airplane. I would have been launched so hard I would have landed back in Indiana. There's no discipline anymore. These kids just do whatever the hell they want. And like I said earlier, then the parents can't figure out when that kid is in their teens, and then the parents being thrown through a wall. I just don't understand how it happens. As my mom likes to say, parent is a verb. Do it. Jesus. It's ridiculous, man. Spoiled, entitled brats, man. You're talking, this mother probably spent thousands of dollars on a vacation, and yet the kid's hauling off and hitting her mother because she didn't get what she wanted. That's great. Anyway, let's take a look at the gingerbread house. Sorry. I can't stand ungrateful brats. That is incredible. Let's see what we got here. Yum. Oh, there's the five-legged goat. For those that don't know, this is the goat that's in the mural up there. It's in that mural. It's done by Mary Blair. See, I love the Contemporary. Like, I just wish they would have left the characters out. They're trying to inject the Incredibles into here. No, that would have been incredible without Edna in there. Just the Contemporary's gingerbread would have been awesome. Same with this. Like, why? All right, well, we made it. It's about 12 noon now, so I'm gonna go home and edit this, try to get it uploaded as soon as I can, and get this out so y'all can just take a look and see. What's crazy is this parking lot. This is the overflow parking for Contemporary and Bay Lake Tower. There was nobody here when I parked here about 2 or 3 hours ago. This is nuts. What is up, everyone? I am back home. Yeah, it's dark outside. I was a little delayed getting this last part of the vlog taken care of, but I was had to get my workouts in this afternoon. I just had a lot of other things I had to do, so this is kind of a late thing. I was gonna go back to the park, but I'm looking around at some of these live streams going on right now, like, no. I'll be out there tomorrow and New Year's Eve and all that, and Probably on New Year's Eve I'll do a vlog and we'll talk about, you know, what's coming up for the channel for next year, some different things we're gonna do. Always gonna have theme park content, but I think we're gonna work in another way of like doing things and adding things to it. So have a good night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Main Street Fire Rescue, out of service.